Hello and welcome back to the Wilton Report. My name is Josh Wilton, and you are now watching or listening to the only videocast or podcast completely dedicated to the Princeton real estate market in Princeton, New Jersey. Rather beautiful Princeton, New Jersey, I might say. So let's get to it. We are going to take a look at the 2023 year-to-date rental market analysis. Just as a reminder, in addition to Queenston Realty, which is our brokerage business, we also offer property management, because I'm sure a lot of landlords will be watching this episode. PrincetonPropertyManagementServices.com. If you need help managing your property, commercial or residential, we do both. Just check us out at PrincetonPropertyManagementServices.com. Princeton Home Connections, PrincetonHomeConnections.com. Very excited. We're just about to launch this company. We're going to be helping residents in Princeton build accessory dwelling units, aka ADUs. We also, for realtors who are looking to slow down a little bit, we offer a referral company, Queenston Referral Associates, and you guessed it, the domain is QueenstonReferralAssociates.com. I did want to offer everybody a save the date, and hopefully we can get together in person, if not before, in October. We are going to be hosting a fundraiser at Queenston Realty. We were asked by the owners of the Ivy Inn, Jeff Aton, if myself, 𝐂𝐎𝐍𝐍𝐄𝐂𝐓, and Vanessa Shives, who are my co-owners here at Queenston Realty, wanted to host a fundraiser at the Ivy Inn. And of course, we said yes. So we will be doing a fundraiser at the Ivy on October the 4th at 6 p.m. And we will be raising money for the housing initiatives of Princeton and the rescue mission of Trenton, both awesome charities. So save the date, put that in your calendar. We'll announce more about it soon. But again, October the 4th at the Ivy Inn, hopefully we can meet in person and raise some money for charity. So if you are coming, I would say for the rescue mission, bring a nice article of clothing lightly used, so we can donate to the mission and they can sell it and raise even more money. So see you, if not before, on October 4th. And then on a personal note / professional note, I was at a business meeting in Austin, Texas, with my friend and mentor, Danny Morrell. And we were talking about playing a more infinite game in terms of business. And I made the decision as a result of that meeting that I'm going to be donating from every single house that I sell, rental that we transact, myself or my personal team, to the rescue mission of Trenton in the name of Phil Wilton. So Phil is my brother. And I apologize for getting a little bit upset. He passed from addiction. And the rescue mission deals with addiction and homelessness, which, you can say what comes first. But the rescue mission is an amazing place. They do amazing work. So just so you know, I'll be making a donation from every transaction myself or my team does to the rescue mission in the name of Phil Wilton. So more to come on that, more of a personal note, but I just wanted to put it out there because we're looking to play a more infinite game here at Queenston. We're not here just to sell houses. We're here to give back. And that's going to be my way of giving back. So today we're going to talk about rentals. And this was a headline in my inbox yesterday. July rent notch record. Say that 10 times fast. Tenants pull back on signings. So this is New York City, specifically Manhattan. So when people talk about rents in New York, as far as the Real Deal, which is this publication, they are sort of talking almost exclusively about Manhattan. They do cover Brooklyn, Queens, etc. But this particular article was about Manhattan. So rents in New York are prohibitive, shall we say. So then I just went to Google and I searched rental price news. This is what came up. So it's just a disparate story, right? It depends where you are. Finally, South Florida apartment rents flatten. Manhattan rents record high again. Washington Post, rent is finally cooling. So see how rents have changed in your area. So it depends where you are. Obviously, we're going to be talking about Princeton. And did shore owners push their luck with high rents? Prices are dropping and weeks are open. So you have all this different news. So I did Google Princeton, New Jersey rental news. And this was the lead article. The rest of it was sort of nonsense. So Thanet Circle in Avalon Bay is coming online, and they're going to be charging $26.50 for a studio. So we'll see how that lines up with what's coming in the market. So that is, interesting to watch if you're a landlord. That is new construction. New construction always sets the bar for the highest prices. I think it's in an awesome location. But that's the news in Princeton. So let's get to the numbers because I know that's why you're here. So I literally did this presentation at the end of last year. I looked at the rents. Why do more people rent when interest rates go up, right? Higher interest rates may not make a dent in rising rents for more than a year. So we're close to a year of high rates, right? At 7, we're close to coming into a year. The Federal Reserve is busy raising interest rates, which should rein in the housing market and in turn rents. So let's see. Let's take a look at Princeton and see. Did prices go up? Did prices go down? Did they stay flat? We're going to go kind of line by line, item by item. So if you're a landlord, take out a pencil, take some notes. If you're a tenant and you're looking to rent in Princeton, there's a lot of information in here for you too. If you're just curious, tag along and see where the market's at. So the 2022 through 2018 data, that was a full year. So that was 12 months of data, just to be clear, because it is important to note the 2023 is not a full year's worth of data. That being said, the average price for a rental at the end of 2022 was $47.71. The average price year to date is $43.15. The median year to date, 2023 in Princeton, is $4,100. The median is $4,200. You should look at both. I know the average tends to be the favorite. So the median is basically flat. I say statistically indifferent. The average is down a tad. That being said, last year, for the year, landlords got 106.1% of their asking price. So you can see there was a 3-year run, 2020, 2021, 2022. It did drop to 99.1, but homes rented twice as fast. It took 24 days this year versus 58 days all of last year on average to rent a home. So, have homes softened? Let's get a little more granular. That's sort of the macro level view of the market. So for those of you who are listening to this on Spotify, as always, I do recommend you check us out on YouTube, only because the data is available to you in person. And again, obviously, if you have questions, you can reach out to us. So let's take a look at the entire market. So this is everything, right? This is single families, condos, townhouses, everything baked in, right? Obviously, the first line is a studio. There are no homes that are studios, right? There are just studios that are studios. Studios are a 0-bedroom. Your bed is in your main room of your apartment. The 2022 average price was $19.17. 2023 is $20.40. So it actually went up. And again, just remember, Avalon is going to be charging $2,500 for a studio in Thanet Circle. Again, gym, nice, very well located, but that is a pretty significant jump, $500 a month over the average. The median year to date last year was $1,875. The median this year is $1,950, so it's up a tad. The list to sale price ratio. So this number is the number that is the percentage that landlords get of their price. Last year was basically 100.5. This year's 99.6. Really statistically indifferent. Last year it took 23 days on average to rent a studio. This year, 37. Right? So 37, 99.6. Has the market shifted there? No, prices are up. 1 bedrooms last year was $26.13. This year it's $28.49. The median is dead even at $2,500. The list to sell price ratio is even within 0.1%. Though interestingly, last year it took 109 days on average to rent a 2-bedroom. This year it's down to 44 days. So landlords definitely hold sway there. The 3 bedrooms went from $36.19 to $35.15. So a slight, almost insurmountable drop. $34.50 on the median, $3,400 on the median for 2023. So again, no big change there. 3 bedrooms went from $58 to $42.55. That's a drop. There is some aberration in there, but that is a drop. There were some big units that rented last year that did not come on the market this year. which tends to skew the numbers. But that being said, it's significant because even the median is down from 4,600 to 4,100. That being said, 98.1% of their asking price, and it only took 28 days on average versus 27. So you saw a slight drop in the average and the median, but overall, it's still a very healthy market for landlords, tougher for tenants. The 4-bedroom, 57.75 versus 56.50, basically the same. The median did come down a little bit, but again, days on market and list sale price ratios are basically the same. 98.1 versus 100, 31 versus 26. So no major drops there. And again, the 5-bedroom, the 6 bedrooms, it's rather the number of transactions there is statistically insignificant. But that being said, the median 5-bedroom price came from 7,200 to 6,000. But again, there was just some very large homes that were rented last year that didn't come on the market last year. I'm assuming they took 2-year leases. So that is the whole market. So now let's break the market down single family. So what's happening in this? You're a landlord or you're a tenant, you're moving to Princeton, you want a single family home, 2 bedrooms, pretty significant jump, 3,200 to 3,700. It makes sense. It's the most affordable segment of the single family rental population. So it went up pretty significantly, $500 a month. Days on market came down and the list to sale price ratio went up 1%. So a very healthy market. Again, as a landlord, all right, you always want to buy where there's the most available tenants. So the cheapest housing product would be where there's the most tenants. Just sort of makes sense. Gives you more options as a landlord. 3 bedrooms, 4,005 versus 4,600, not $460. I apologize, 4,600. Days on market did jump a little bit from 31 to 55. That being said, landlords got 10% more of their asking price this year versus last. So rents went up $600 a month. Landlords got 10% more of their asking price. Tough to be a tenant in the single family home market. I think overall in Princeton, supply is extremely low. And obviously things are renting, I should say, very quickly. 4 bedrooms came down a tad, nothing statistically significant. And 5 bedrooms went up just a little bit. So again, overall, the market is, I would say, the same. Landlords are definitely in control. Tenants, if you're looking to rent, you're probably looking at a 2-year lease minimum. So, the market has not shifted back in the single family segment to tenants. Landlords are still in control of that market. So despite the news at the Jersey Shore, despite the news in Miami, Princeton's different. We have a small town. We have a big university. We have a big graduate college. We have the Institute for Advanced Study. We have pharma. We have a lot of stuff going on here. So just not enough houses, unfortunately, to go around. So let's look at the condo townhouse market. This does include duplexes. A duplex is a side-by-side unit. Studios, as we were looking at earlier, went up, right? So they went up a tad to 2040. Again, if you're going to rent new construction at Tenant Circle, you're paying $2,500 plus for a studio. Days on market statistically unchanged. List to sale price ratio unchanged. 1 bedrooms went up. And what's interesting, the days on market for the 1 bedrooms came down almost 60%. So they're definitely renting a lot faster. The 2 bedrooms, again, it's down a tad. But again, the days on market is down almost 80%. And landlords are getting, 100% of their asking price. The 3 bedrooms, a little bit, the data is not misleading. The data is the data, but there was a couple of large 3-bedroom townhouses that rented last year that did not come on the market, obviously, yet this year. So the average is down, but that being said, the median price is down as well from 4,700 to 4,100. So it's something to watch. The list to sale price ratio last year was 106. This year is 100. But again, you're still paying 100% of the asking price. So it's not like you may not have to pay 106, but you have to pay 100% of the asking price for the rent. There's just no wiggle room on the tenant side in the market. The 4 bedrooms, basically the same. 105% of their asking price. So landlords are getting a smidge more. And the 5 bedrooms, again, there's only like 1 or 2, so it's not great data. But that being said, prices did come down, but that's just because there's a different product of houses on the market. So what's going on in the Princeton rental market? In short, homes prices are going up. I do not think they're going up as fast. The data does not point to it. So I think hopefully we've seen some cooling in the rather ridiculous rental price appreciation in the market. That's number one. Number two, I don't see rental prices retracting. There is simply too much demand locally in the market, predicated by the factors we have in Princeton University, the Institute. There's just a lot of factors that play to the demand side. So the other thing too that's interesting is this. I was at an open house on Sunday at 52 Sturgis in Princeton, listed just over $1 million, about a 1,199. And what was interesting was we had about 20 to 25 groups of people. So 20 to 25 individual parties through the open house in 3 hours. More than that, actually, now that I think about it. And what was interesting is 4 of them are currently living at 𝐂𝐿𝐻. 4 of them are currently living at Avalon. So people, when new housing gets built in their town, they worry about what it's going to do to the character of their town. 1/3 of the people that came to the open house to potentially buy the home are already living here. So they made the decision to move to Princeton, their own reasons, right? And now they want to buy a house. So if, the NIMBY mindset is if you build housing, it will detract from the value of my home. And I'm here to tell you that Copperwood, Avalon, Tenant Circle, they're going to create more long-term demand for single family and condo and townhouse housing in Princeton, because as easy as rentals are, right? Because the landlord does take care of stuff, people want to buy homes. It's very primal. So, keep an eye on that. As more rentals, the luxury rentals come online, my opinion is that it's going to create more demand in the buy side of the market, which is a good thing if you're a homeowner, obviously a challenging thing if you're looking to buy. So that is the year-to-date recap through August in the Princeton rental market. Thank you for tuning in. Just a reminder, save the date, October 4th at the Ivy Inn. Bring a nice article of clothing lightly used. We'll donate it to the rescue mission so they can sell it and raise even more money. That is this week's episode of the Wilton Report. Next week, we are going to have our first guest interview, which we're pretty excited about. And that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Again, if you want to text me, I'll tell you a funny story. I was at an open house Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And somebody walked in the open house Sunday and said, "Oh my gosh, I love your podcasts. But I was too afraid to reach out to you." What? Here's my cell phone number. Call or text me anytime, 609-773-8054. That is why we are here. We are here to answer your questions on real estate, property management, development, ADUs, rentals, purchases, investments, 1031 exchanges. We do it all. And so if you have questions or want to reach out, 609-773-8054. That is the function of what we do. We are here to help. And thanks for tuning in. And I'll talk to you guys, if not before, next week. Thanks, everybody.